There we go. Should be back again. How is everyone doing? iPad is just being super dumb and isn't loading up my stream for me to be able to see. Anyways, so today we are going to be doing Claire B on hardcore. Claire starts off basically part way through, but with starting equipment that starts it harder. And go from there. She doesn't get the flamethrower. She doesn't get the shotgun, so she gets a machine gun, and she gets the spark shot and grenade launcher. So that's what she gets. This second scenario as Claire. Let's say 2. Oh my god, you can do it. I don't know why Twitch is so slow on the iPad. Like, I'm not using the app. I'm on the web version because it gives me a lot more options. Yet I'm not sure. Yeah, even typing that message was a pain. Yeah, Claire Redfield on hardcore.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
So how's everyone doing?
Fine. I'll be back as soon as I find Chris. Why does everyone think I'm gonna get in trouble?
Are you just lurking? Thank you for lurking. If you aren't following and you enjoy what I stream, please drop a follow. It definitely helps.
Don't shoot! Get down! Come on!
This is a reminder at the beginning.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire! Claire, are you okay?
I'm alright! How about you?
Can't stay here, it's not safe!
Go on ahead! I'll meet you at the station!
How's the stream for everyone? Going by okay? No problems for anyone? Yeah, they cut it in the original. The B-side, you still had to make it to the police station. This is just shortcuts you to there.
Leon, I'm sure you beat me here.
Yep. And so, is there an item here? Am I just being a dumb, or does it count this whole place out here as a location for items? Okay, well I need the cutters for that. Red herb, yes. You are going to get up. Blue herb, yes. Boy, I wish there was ammo. So I think it counts this whole place as a singular point.
Hey! Leon?
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay!
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How are you doing? That helicopter just came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I'm in one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it. You know what that means?
Yeah. Dinner time.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
Claire, you need to go. Now!
Okay. Let's get through this. Both of us.
I've got to dodge. Turn towards me there. Awesome. Cool. That worked surprisingly well. It's the route back that's the issue. The key's in here, but I have stuff to avoid everyone. Frag grenade. A cult single action army for some reason. .45 ammo. And the deluxe weapons. Store that pistol. If I pick up a green herb, I can just combine it with that, so that's fine. That is item, there, health. Okay, let's hope this is enough. I might have to lead you up the other staircase. Because having you down here just isn't going to do anyone any favors. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You're doing so well. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. I don't have the ammo to deal with you, so I'm not going to. Okay, now it's the other ones up here I have to try to avoid. I have to go, use the key. Get in. Hopefully the zombies won't be able to follow. They probably will, knowing my luck, but... that is an unfortunate amount of zombies. Well, at least they all congregated in a place where I can get around them. Thank you. God, it's really dark for the stream. Don't worry, I'll get brighter once I get inside. Let's ditch the key. Yes. Grab this. We'll need this. Yes, Leon opened that. I went through. Upstairs is also an option. I don't want to clear you out of the way. Are you dead? Nope. That is one of the quickest Colt single action
Hell
army
is up
reloads
with
I've
you?
seen. Okay, he should be down. And you're... Oh, and that's open. Why is it open? Shouldn't be open. Okay, that works. This needs a cut. I don't want to go down the other corridor yet because I want to get enough of the I want to get enough of the boards so I can block up those windows. Even though I know there's a save room and an item box down there, and some more items. I'd prefer not to deal with it right now. Okay, these guys are still down. Items? Yes. Anything else? I don't think so. Is this guy still up? No. A second board. I think I need 3 or 4 boards for that other corridor. I know there's still that liquor corridor that we have to go through, and there's still that room. What do I see in there? There's going to be items I need. There is an officer. I need to go in there anyway to get the fuse. Gosh darn it. Okay, plan.
Shit.
Block that window, block that window, block that window. Need to save as much actual ammo early on. That works for me. Any other items? Powder. No. Okay, that shortcuts through to there. More powder. Objective item. I'm going to take the objective item purely because I may have to use it to get around. I think I'm going to have to go down that corridor. Or, other route, I may just be able to go up and around here. But there will be burning zombies, I think. What are you? Okay, full heal. Aboard.
Oh no.
Oh, he's still after me. Okay, situation. I need to get to an item box. This is for the steam room. This I can save for downstairs. I can't get. That's locked by the spade key. I'm dumb. Need a crank for that. I think a liquor crashes through there. That gets me the grenade launcher. Again, no space though. This isn't going very well. I've completely forgotten the B playthrough. Maybe I can just do this corridor the once. Maybe I won't need to... Oh yeah, the scrap of paper. It doesn't give much. Or something. Knife, no room, of course. I hate this corridor. I'm going to be coming through it a couple of times. I'm just going to have to use it. Oh, I want this, yeah. Ammo? No grenade launcher shells. Light. Store, store, store. I need that for the other room. I can store for now. I can get that from the item box in the main hall. Powder. Ammo. Powder, I can just throw into the box. Machine gun ammo into the box. Fuse, I need. So, you get stored, you get stored, you get stored. And you get stored. Now I can go into the... what's the room called again? The East Office, yeah, and pick up those items. God, it is very dark on stream, isn't it? Let me try to change the brightness. Okay, that's very bright for me, but it should be better for you guys. I think it is. Oh, that's horrendously bright for me. Still, it's fine. I can play. As long as you guys can see fine. I need to use this first. Powder. There's a flashbang here. Yeah, I know, I know. Ribbon. And gunpowder. Yeah, that's everything here. That's still not everything out there, though. What did I forget out there? I don't want to go out there. There's a crap ton of zombies. There is no item box out here. God, the reloading this takes so long. Oh, that should be enough.
Anybody here?
Forgot there was none. Oh, and there's Mr. X.
Bet he's not part of the rescue squad.
Oh, nice one, Claire. He's up and awake. I have to deal with him. Oh, that was fast. Missing page. Okay, well I don't have the inventory space actually. Right. I do want to clear the this main room. So lion is something bird. Flower or something in bird? Bird. Flower. Flower. Oh, okay. Cool. That was it. I don't have the goddamn space for it. Son of a bitch. Now, does anyone remember the safe codes? Was it? It's
Turns a museum
like 9712 or something. 97.
into a
Nope.
police station.
A green heart there. I need to get an item box. That is a non-negotiable right now. That'll still be locked by the spade key. Spade key, so I have to go through this corridor. There'll be a lot of stuff. Honestly, I think I'm better off going back through the corridor, dumping stuff in the item box and risking for a bisking. Oh, that's fine. That's all fine. Thank you very much. The less I have to worry, the better. Let's do a quick save just before all this. Ribbon down. Okay, let's head back out and around. No banging on the glass yet. Take this. Let's quick check there. I thought you were dead. Thought you died alone. Long, long time ago. It's one of them done. I don't want you lurking around when Mr. X starts following. Are you sure you're dead? Cool. Now there's ammo this side. Is there ammo the far side? I can't tell. We'll check the next time I go over there. Still the spade key. Yeah, so Leon gets the club key, and Claire gets the heart key. So the areas that Leon can get to with the club key, I can't get to do. Areas that Claire can get to with the heart key, I couldn't get to in the previous one. Okay, couple of heals.
What was that?
That was a liquor. Yep. I just need to walk. Again, we're back to the easy does it. They're gonna break through. That's fine though. I didn't bring the freaking cutters. Didn't bring the cutters. Honestly, it may be safer if I go back and get the cutters to come through here as opposed to going through and all the way. Yeah, I think this is the right call. As long as this guy isn't on the ground. He's not, he's on the wall. Fine by me. Okay. That was going to be a bit of a lengthy run, but it'll be worth it. I just need to get the bolt cutters. Totally forgot this corridor. Alrighty, cutting tool. And take you out and combine. Store you. Alrighty. 3 empty spaces. Use the cutting tool, I think. This is the last use of the cutting tool I need to before I can drop it. Yeah, you do you. So through here and then walk. You could take a slightly softer step there, Claire. You're walking as if you're trying to approach a retail assistant and you're worried about bothering them as opposed to there's something that will slice you open if it hears you. At least they don't come through. I need to stay away from those windows. That corridor should be fine now as long as they don't get in. I know the liquor is there, but I don't mind the liquor being there. Discard. Take this? Yes, thank you. Flashbang, sure. Still need the spade key. I need to get to the... I need to get to the... God damn it. Can you not? Nope. Yep. Okay, safety. What do Claire's powders... That's the medicinal herbs, not the powders, gotcha. I'm trying to remember which way Claire's powders go. Dump that. Dump that. Dump that. I remember if a zombie comes through a window once, is it fine from that point on? I honestly can't remember. I want to store it just in case. I will need the round handle upstairs. And what's in the lockers? Powder. Ribbon. Put these two away. Green herb.
You asshole.
I forgot to reload.
Shit.
Cool. What the hell? Oh, hello. That was a lot of zombies. Shit, and it's broken. But he's not getting up. That a good thing? No idea. Shoot him next time. Not sure. Gunpowder acid rounds or some machine gun. Okay. Take that. I'll be getting to the STARS office, so getting the battery would be a good choice. I don't want to blow that thing to get that. Only I still have to... There's a lot I still have to do before I start activating different parts of the game. I want to get the grenade launcher.
Jesus.
What is this? This is DCM, I think. Yes. Some machine gun ammo. Spade key.
Oh no.
I can't remember where the liquors are for Claire's run. So I am not going to rush things. There may even be liquors just in that room waiting for me. Take it slow. Take it easy. Powder. Boards, sure. Powder, sure. Still that guy, sure. No space for ammo, of course. Can I place this on here for now? Cool. First things first. Let's shorten this loop. Let's open that door. But I think after I blow open that other thing for the to get to the last medallion, that's when Mr. X appears. That is a knife again. I have no space for. I'll have space for the knife now.
Seriously?
That should be fine. 2 shots left. I know there's ammo behind that.
Do this.
Just enough, thank you. Someone's not dead. Oh, he's not dead. I am not exactly sure how to debate him. Which side is he coming? He's coming along that side. Fuck. Right. I'll be back for you. Eventually. Okay, I got all the inventory items up here. So, again, if you're enjoying and if you haven't followed, and if you'd like to know when I go online, following me is your best option. It definitely helps the channel. Yeah, I think this one's Ned. The more followers I get, the more I can grow, the more I can grow, the more I can do to this. Which one is this? M. I think it's M or N. Or J, M or I, M or H, M or G. M or G. Speed loader. Again, I can't pick up. Yep, he's awake. He's awake. Probably wants to block this window just in case. Yeah, I'll do it. Just to keep this area clear. Right then. That away, that away. I don't have any handgun ammo. Ammo at all. I'm gonna have to just head up to the bathroom. Hell was that? Where was that? Okay, red herb, always useful. There's a few items in the bath in here. Huh? Okay, flame rounds, cool. More, cool. Nothing, cool. The gem box, cool. If there's a zombie in here, I'm going to have to just run backwards. I will not actually be able... I knew he was going to fall over. It still got me. Nothing. Okay. I think it's just zombies in this corridor. Where does... Oh, yep.
Jesus, stay back!
Yep, now I remember. Mr. X appears here. I forgot that is where he appears. Don't worry, it's fine, because I have 0 ammo. There'll be no problem dealing with him. Go away. No ammo, drop this, no ammo, drop this. Drop this, drop this. Yeah, this is my life now. Let's do a quick save, shall we? Take... Ow. Really? God damn it. Good thing I saved. Oh, that sound clipped through. I think he's going where I need to go. I think he's upstairs. Multiple zombies I have to get through. Honestly, going upstairs and around might be my best option. If he punches me again, I'm dead. That's the thing. But I may be able to get everything I need from the STARS office. There's a zombie in there, so there's no point opening that. Again, I think canonically Claire meets Marvin and Leon doesn't, but I could be wrong. That I need. Internal ammo 9-15-7 into the west office. And 9-15-7 in there. Gotcha. Strax searching around. Again, the less noise I make, the better. Thank you, Rebecca. There's a few more items in here. I'm gonna have to make another. Trip here. Damn it. For those two things. First, let's make a loop back around. Let's unlock this door. So how's everyone tonight? Any news? Everyone having fun? If I clear that zombie from the corridor, Mr. X is going to hear and come over. But I may not have an option. I think I'm just going to have to shoot that zombie. I need a clear run to the west office. And there is, I think, still that zombie in the library. I have the battery for the bomb up there. Once I set the bomb off, though, Lickers Mr. X are going to appear, and I don't know if I have the time, the health, or the firepower for that. Store. Quick draw army. It's not too far away. Yep, and that's the footsteps of him coming. Now I think the gunpowder makes 9mm ammo. Still for Claire. Nine-volt battery, yeah. Hopefully he's not in the West Office. I'm kind of screwed if he's in the West Office. There's still an item out here somewhere. What's the only thing over there? I'm guessing it's on this guy. And yeah, if you sprint, there is a higher chance of him starting to chase you. Use of gunpowder, sure. More ammo, yes, always, thank you.
Shit.
Which direction is he coming from? Are you dead? You're not dead. You may have taken the long way because I haven't opened that door yet. That's an advantage.
You asshole. Hell is up with you?
So really, I don't want to open that yet. So it was 7, 9, 15? Or something? Nope. Okay, what was it? Because I can't remember. 9, 15, 7. Gotcha. Please be more storage. More storage. Thank you kindly. Harry doesn't want to unlock that door because that gives him a short run at me, but I can't keep going through those other areas forever. So I may just have to bite the bullet. Yeah, I may just have to bite the bullet and... Oh, it's already unlocked. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, it means I can head back around this way. If I don't see another zombie come up to that set of boards, I'm gonna be sad. Because that means I've wasted the boards. Store those. If I take the box, I can sort that all out in one go. Oh yeah, take out the red and green herb. Find them in store. Okay. Gonna head back up to the STARS office. Grab what's in there. It is so warm today, and it's going to get warmer over the next couple of days. Sunday is meant to be, I think, 26 and Monday 28 or something like that. For those of you who are used to the heat, that may seem like nothing. For me and my particular fickle blood, I hate the heat. So I'm going to be sleeping downstairs in this air-conditioned room. should be... Not everything does have to get in there. I need the badge to get in there. Yeah, alright. There is a box here. I want to see what's inside. Examine. Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. Unicorn is couple scales snake, I think. Couple scales. No, yeah, two different types of snakes. Because of course, why wouldn't there be? Okay, so I can put this in the main. Please let that be enough to actually kill him. Yes. But now he's going to be after me. I don't hear him though. Maybe a good thing. Maybe a terrible thing. Let's head back up and grab that red book to put in the statue's arm. Actually, I need 2 spaces, don't I? Damn and blast. Because I still need that, I still need that... key card to get the grenade launcher. So I may do something particularly stupid. I may do this bit now. Do I have the code? Ram Harpbird. Gotcha. Ten seconds. I need to wait here and open this immediately. Because I need the escape. Ram Harpbird. Ram Harpbird. Ram Harpbird. Nope, no time. You know what? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I can drop the medallion into the statue and then start making my way back around to do various things. I can do this. It's fine. This is fine. I just can't be hit or else I die and I lose about half hour progress. Not want to go down yet. I still have plenty to do here. I thought I saw him at that door. Maybe that's just despawned him? Question mark? Singular green herb. Yeah, I'm going to use the singular green herb just to get myself a bit more breathing room. Use the key. Awesome. That's the last use for that. Still hear those zombies outside. think liquor crashes down once you do this. There it is. There's the crash. There's the badge. Cool. I'm fine with that. There's a zombie in there? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, thought so. Whatever is happening with the audio, his footsteps sound really far away. But you know what? That's fine. Actually, I didn't get the paper with the combination for the other one, did I? No, I didn't. Yeah, let's start weapons locker. Get ourselves the grenade launcher. He's gonna come in here, isn't he? Yes. Yes, he is. Does he? Yes. 101. No. 104. 105. 106. Film, don't care. 107. 108. 109. That is handgun ammo. I need... Fire, what are you doing? Memory. Okay, well, I'm going to that save room anyway. So from there we can reassess, we can use the films, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That. There's an item box down there, so I can put that away for now. What do I need with me? I need a heal. And flame rounds, sure. Acid rounds. Handgun ammo. I kinda need handgun ammo. Situation. What is my current situation? The acid rounds could be very good against Birkin. That's 3 acid rounds. Okay, that's fine. Let's go up. Let's put these away for now. Let's save space. Let's go up and use the USB in the STARS office. And let's save, actually. Let's not lose half an hour. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes worth of gameplay. Because of the sound of the footsteps in the room sound much further away than when he's actually, like, in a different room, I can't fully tell. Did I pick up that ammo in the library? I picked up that ammo in the library. That's fine. Yeah, I didn't pick up stuff there. That's fine. Still have stuff there. That's fine. Yeah, okay. So I need to go to the STARS office. I need to go to the library. I need to go down into that safe room that we opened up with the medallions. Use... Examine...
This does not sound like Chris.
And the machine gun. The Uzi 9mm. It's a Mac 10, but... Yeah, so I need to go and get the 45 ammo. Thought I'd picked up, but I apparently did not. And yeah, let's head down now to over there. Okay, this is going okay so far. I've used a little bit more health items than I'd hoped, but you win some, you lose some. Let's this away, that away. We're heading down to use that, and I'm coming back up here to prep and save before the Birkin fight. I have a couple of acid shells. I think acid shells work better than the flame shells. And grenade. Use dongle. Suppress the sound. Cool. Discard that. Cool. I'm not sure I'm going to be using the submachine gun for this fight. I think I want to just be using grenade launcher rounds. I do not know Claire's playthrough nearly as well. Store that. Yeah, I'll have that just in case. Acid rounds, flame rounds. And I have another big heal. I do have another big heal. Okay, cool. So... the ribbon to save. I know we saved not too long ago, but I would prefer not to have to do all that housekeeping again. Bye. There we go. Saved, ready to go. Let's say hello to Miss Your Birkin. Actually, shall I change Claire's costume? Yeah, just for fun. I'm going to change Claire's costume to 98, and Leon to 98 as well. Screw it, just for fun. Oh god, the PlayStation 1 hands. Can't wait for the cutscenes. With blocky Claire.
Hello? Hello?
Is there an item over here? No. Just says haven't gotten everything.
Won't budge.
Such
Hello?
dissonance.
Hey. It's okay. I won't hurt you, I promise. Do you need help? Here, you can take my hand.
You need help.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
You need help.
Why?
He's right behind you.
What?
Broken shoulder.
You gotta be kidding me.
You know, I might change away from 98, Claire. Get some of the animations. I'll keep Leon as 98, sure. Yeah. Classic jacket. Yeah, why not?
Gotta cut it with this one. This thing's gotta go down.
Come on, expose it. Okay, cool. I have a distinct feeling that this isn't working like I had hoped. God, just when he gets set on fire, my eyes literally hurt. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. God damn it, I missed. I need a better line. Okay, this one's the last of this then. I may have miscalculated it. Ammo. Grenade. 1 bit of health, sure. Oh, okay, awesome. Didn't have to use much of my handgun ammo. Used the flame rounds, but honestly that's fine. Bye bye Birkin. Now I have shame. A little girl.
Hey, little girl. It's safe now. It's over.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise.
I
Everything's
forgot
fine.
that Sherry's clothing changes if you change
Just need you
Claire's.
to lower that ladder for me.
Will you help me find my mom?
Sure.
Your mom is down here?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. Of course. I'll help you.
First I have to loot. Another green herb, always glad to have it. Yeah, I'm on full green health, so there's no point in me using a herb. But this combines more ammo. That is everything down here. Awesome. I think we made it pretty well. Definitely far more prepared than I was with Leon. But that's just because I think I'm a bad gamer.
This way!
There's a green herb here too. I'm gonna have to come back first.
It won't move! You got
Oh,
it!
it's that facial animation.
So, what's your mom like?
She works at Umbrella. She's making it important new medicine.
Umbrella? That big pharmaceutical company?
My mom's always at work. I don't
I hope they
see
do a
her.
remake of
Hopefully you'll get to see her again.
Codename Veronica.
So, where's your dad?
He, works with my mom, but he's gone.
This way, this way, this way, this way. I should reload this.
Wow. Both of my parents are gone. It's just me and my brother.
Oh,
There. Okay, that works.
oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Don't be.
More
It means
looting.
we've got something in common, and that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, let's go get that herb. We'll probably need it later. But I don't know why I found it harder with Leon. It might be the weapons. It might be that with Claire. Since there were more lickers, and I know how to deal with lickers, which is just go slow, that there wasn't as many zombies to actually deal with, and therefore I had more ammo left over. But either way, I'm glad to be past that section. I do like the bell tells you what sub-weapon you have. That away. Let's have a bit of a save, shall we?
Come on.
Over there! It's closed.
Damn it. We need a key card.
If only you could, like, pull a fire alarm. That should raise the gate.
Here, come help. And you're sure this is the way?
This is how my mom took me last time.
Sherry? I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess. On the ground, hands behind your head.
You can't be serious.
On the ground, now. Sherry, tie her hands.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up. Tie her. Okay then. You tie her up now or she dies.
What's this all about?
Child endangerment for starters. Sherry, come here.
What are you gonna do to her?
None of your fucking business.
You heard her. I swear to God, my brother is stars and
Sherry, get over here. What's your name? What's your fucking name?
Claire!
Sherry, you come with me now, or say goodbye to Claire.
Okay, I'll go. You better be taking me to my mom.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to him. He's full of shit.
Stop hurting her, please!
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Stop! Let me go! Let me go!
Obviously, nobody taught you manners. We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will.
Let me go! Let me go!
Claire, you have a...
Fucker!
Claire, you have a gun. You could have... How do you get up so fast? If you got your hands free that fast, you have a gun.
Stay safe, Sherry. Okay. Key card first. And then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
Okay, so... So this door
Must be
is
where that guy came from.
unlocked for Claire.
That bastard is the police chief?
Yeah, police chief is in bed with umbrella. I need a diamond key. But first, we're going to explore past the kennels. And now, last time I wasn't sure if there was going to be liquors here. Now I'm fairly sure there's going to be liquors here. At least on the return journey. Let's just make sure. Yep. Key. This should be the key to the car. Yeah, and that should get me a third handgun. For some reason. That needs a diamond key as well. Yeah. So, the diamond key is my next big thing I need to get. That'll open a lot more doors for me. I remember this place being Liquor Central. Yep. My suspicions, they turned out to be true. Who is this man? So wise. Such a prophet. We should follow him. No more items for me to get. Yeah, I think... 2 empty spaces, gotcha. First, I want to... I can't, I have to do this first. Right! Nothing. Yeah. And he's gonna come to wake, I know that already. Cockroaches. Nothing. Nothing. Person, is there something beside them? A flashbang. That means I won't have any space for anything else. Something here I meant to pick up, but I didn't. Pick it up here? No. Nothing. Don't think they have anything. Nope. Nope. He has the key. Nothing. Yeah, no space. Okay, he should be fine. Can I... A little bit of damage onto him.
You asshole.
That's fine by me. Still need that key. I need to dump something. Do I get greedy? Do I try to go back and forth through the liquors in the kennel? Well, I've angered them anyway. I've used my grenade. Hopefully if that damage remains, it means that he shouldn't be too far. Okay, he's dead. Cool. I'll wait for the other one to de-aggro. I may just be able to walk by them. Jaggy, Claire Deadeye? I mean, tenor bets she's a better shot than me in real life. I've had very minimal handgun experience. Also, the fact that shooting liquors off the booty hole does more damage. Totally legit, not lying. How are you, Jaggy? Oh, she's just a cowboy. Yeah, I mean, so let me show you her outfits. Costumes. I have Leon to the 98, of course. So this is her normal, sort of a pink biking jacket, sure. Then the tank top she gets later. This is the classic, where she has a sleeveless jacket on the bike, and the classic tank top. And that, yeah, because this is 98. This is her original, so it's slightly different. And my Nightbot's fucking up, of course. Thank you very much. In my about page, you'll see the Twitter link to the guy who did it. I'm not sure why the mouth isn't moving right now. Should be. Give me a second to Alt Tab and figure out what's going on. Oh yeah, it is now. Cool. Yes, thank you very much. That is indeed Solus the Heron.
Alright, blokes, let's take that victory point.
And thank you very much for the follow, Jaggy. I definitely appreciate it very much. How are you this evening? And if I may ask, whereabouts do you hail from? Oh yeah, they fucking woke up, didn't they? God damn, I forgot about that. And it's a goddamn it's a frickin' nothing here is what I need. And I've woken up two zombies. Where am I from? Yes. Are you from the States United? Are you from Europa? Salmon, use. Yeah, and yet another handgun. Discard, yes. Cool. The seat is great. The one thing about it is that the bottom of it is a very firm foam, which is good. It means it lasts a very long time. But right now, when it's like it's a fairly new chairs, the foam is yet to fully set on. It does kind of put some strain on the old buttocks. That I love football. So I'm going to take it as football, as in what we in Europe would take football to be, which is what the Americans would call soccer, just to be specific. And that is perfectly fine. If you are where I think you are from, how are you dealing with the weather? Because I know we're getting some of a heat wave. Apparently not as high as the UK. Put this away for now. I'm going where I think we're going. We're not. We're not, actually. We're not going into that corridor anymore. Yeah, I have the diamond key, so... Let's pick up what I left back here. Oh, okay, actually Brazil. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, it's... To be honest, since almost everywhere calls football, I kind of had to take a guess. Glad you're here, though. How are things over in the Brazil? You know what? I don't need to kill them. I can just grab these and run. That football is just... Sorry, hot as hell. Yeah. We're getting unusually high heat wave. I was saying earlier on that I'm going to have to sleep down here where I have a... It's a rolling air conditioner that you have to put a vent out to the window. And there's a fold-out bed here, so I'm just going to... So I was going to use that. It's almost 7 p.m. Oh god, it's almost 10:30 here. You know what? I still have the energy. I still have the energy for streaming, so all's good. Yeah, honestly, it's just showers and fans and air conditioning were available. That's the goal for today and the next few days, actually. Yeah, got the items. Alright, are you playing on console or PC? I'm playing on PC. You should see below the screen in the below the stream in the description my specs. They're medium high. PC usually dies with heat waves. Yeah, again, thankfully I have the air conditioning in this room, and I built this computer to have maximum airflow, so even if it does get unbearably hot, that it'll still have at least most of its performance. That, store that, store that. Let's get ye olde grenade launcher out. Store it. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. We're doing okay. German car engineering, but on PC. Kind of. I'm not too au fait with cars. I know about them a bit, mainly just because I loved watching Top Gear. Yeah, so I have a Lee 011 Dynamic Mini. I have 3 120mm fans at the bottom pulling air in, 2 140mm fans on the side pulling air in. I have a 120mm pulling air out at the back, and I have a 360mm AIO that is cooling the CPU. So I have 3 fans pushing air directly into the GPU, and I have triple rad for the CPU. So all should be good. I'm one of the people that prefers over-engineering for reliability over looks or anything. Whenever I build machines, I tell people, look, I know I'm building it a little bit more expensive than you want, but I'm doing this because you want this to last a long time, because the cooler the components last, the longer they last, right? Like, that's why we saw the issues with early gen Xbox Ones, and not Xbox 360s and such. They kept dying because of the 250 for a safe machine or 750 to fix the machine. Are you saying spend 250 to make it reliable in the heat? Because yeah, it's all about the, what do you call it? False economy. Where you try to save a buck and you end up spending more because you try to cheap out. God. What do I have here? I have enough. He's gonna break through, that's fine. I tell people I over-engineer and spend a little bit more for reliability. Because most of the times when people pay me to build machines, especially over COVID, it was as work machines. So of course, people with work machines don't want it falling apart. I don't know why Nightbot is saying that. I set it up earlier on. Looks like. Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, I have a 12700K, which arguably a 360 would be fine for. I'm running an Asus ROG Strix Z690 motherboard. The Z690G, so the micro ATX one. 32 gigs of 6000 megahertz DDR5. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Okay, try to get back to the conversation in a second. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. There, cool. I have the Asus Strix 3070 OC. Uh, 6 to 11. Gotcha. Don't have enough for that. I'm going to discard the ribbons. I have plenty left in the safe. Yeah, maximum focus. Yeah. I won't have to run for that door, I think. Awesome. Yeah, so the 3070 OC has been doing me fairly well. I was caught in I don't know RTX 2060 and Loki not going to lie. Thing as a monsters, yeah. So my dad has 2 work machines. One that's longer standing, one that is since COVID because he's a teacher. He has to stream home. So his main machine originally had a 1063 gig, and I think when I built his machine, it was a 2700X. So you know, it is CPU heavy, but he's not gaming, and the extra CPU cores were useful for his work. But when it came to the streaming machine, he loved my RTX voice. He wanted to have that as well. And the cheapest RTX card we could get, new, because my dad didn't want secondhand, was a 2060. So we got the cheapest 2060 that we could for the streaming machine, put in a Ryzen 3600X, I believe. Basically, it was for streaming, but he wanted it as a backup for his main work machine. If the main work machine went down, that he could just transplant the entire thing over, no bother. But then he realized that he actually does some video calls and such from his main machine as well. And he likes to have the newest tech too. So we swapped, in his main machine, we swapped out the 2700X for a 50... I can't remember if it was a 57 or 5800X. And the GPU for a 3050. Well, yes, it's going a tier down. It's 2 generations up, so it is faster. And he gets RTX voice. Again, he doesn't really game, and with DLSS, games that have DLSS, he can just boost the quality up, turn up DLSS, and have no bother. Stuff like the the mystery make. So, really, it's a combination of expectations and budget. What do you want to do with the machine? How well do you want your machine to do that? And how much money do you have to spend on your machine to let you do that? And if you have, let's say, a nice big budget, and you don't need much, and you ask me to help you with a machine, I'm going to tell you, you don't need to spend that budget. Sure, we can up the quality of a few things, maybe for longevity, for comfort, yada yada. But otherwise, there's no point in spending a lot if you don't expect much out of it. If you expect a lot out of it, and your budget is small... Oh, that's 2 crits in a row, wow. If you have a big budget, and if you have a small budget and you're expecting a lot out of the machine, you're going to have to temper your expectations or just wait. If someone were to ask me, do I spend the money now on these, what I would consider suboptimal parts, or wait and save up, 9 out of 10 times wait to save. If you absolutely need it, sure, go for it. But if you don't absolutely need it, wait, because you have a much better experience later on. Yeah, I mean, the 5800X, I'm just going to call it 5800X, can't remember which, I think it's 5800X, not sure. He does a lot of maths work, he does a lot of huge word files, massive word files. He has 32 gigs of RAM. So here's the thing, whenever I discuss these things with him, I always tell him, is this something you need or something you want? And like he would have been fine with, let's say, a 5600 or something, but things go faster with 5800X, and it was on sale. But yeah, the thing is that it was a want. So okay, cool, it's a want. Something being a want is perfectly fine. You just have a different set of standards to meet. If you have a need, the standards you meet are, can you reach it, can you pay for it now without sacrificing another very critical part of your budget? And is it feasible to get it now? If you need it and it's feasible to get it now, then you get it. If it's a want, it then becomes a thing of how much of your budget is it taking up? Is it taking up too much to be comfortable? Do you need it now? Because if it's a want, and if you don't need it now, there's a chance there's a sale can come down later. Me, again, I was stuck in the middle of the GPU crisis. I paid the price of a 3090 from a shop now, not a scalper. Paid the price of a 3090 for this 3070. But, I mean, I'm loving the 3070. From what I'm hearing, the 4000... Oh, go away. From what I'm hearing, the 4000 series cards may be very short-lasting. So I'd honestly not go for a 4000 series until I know the schedule for the 5000 for the Nvidia cards. Yeah. Right, my dad's very responsible with money. He wouldn't get something. He wouldn't get something he just wants if it was that much of a negative in the wallet. And if it's a need, he understands it's a need, and it can be budgeted around. Yeah, in the original Resident Evil 2, you could go in here, and there was a door that led somewhere else. As soon as you open that door, I think 2 or 3 zombies file through, start attacking you. It's great. It's like a big F you. We already met Mr. X, so we know he's going to be a problem here. We need him to lift the thing. Yep. Okay, so... I don't know why 4,000s would be a little too much for a while. I go for PC for gaming. I was go for 2080 and the latest 4,000. Honestly, with the performance jump, you're better going 3,000. The price to performance for 3,000 right now, even secondhand 3,000, is better than the price to performance for secondhand 2,000. So if you're going to be going that route, go 3,000. Go higher end 3,000. You'll be fine for the 4,000 series, from what I can tell. Especially since apparently they're going to be pulling an absurd amount of power. Like an ungodly amount of power. So if your power supply can't... if your power supply is somewhat on the edge, don't go 4,000. Ah, fuck, I forgot about the Lakers. And I put the button away, of course I did. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, between the 1080 and the 2080, you were looking at what, like a 15-20% performance increase at best. I think it was 10 to 15. Between the 2080 and 3080, you're talking more the 30 to 40% performance increase. 30-40% on the 2080, not just 30-40% over the 1080. Nope, gotta move. Yeah, I want to go back up to that safe and get within that safe. I think it's an extended magazine for the branding high power. Actually, I've got a question that you may be able to answer me, because I'm always interested about the laws on this in different areas. Do you is airsofting allowed in Brazil? As soon as you're done with college? Yeah. I don't do 500 FPS. Honestly, Red Dead Redemption 2 is not going to be over 500 FPS unless you're playing at like 360p on low, because sometimes engine optimization is just that bad. Yeah, airsoft. Was it 6 to 11? It's like paintball but with realistic looking guns. Shoot small plastic pellets. Map. Yeah, okay. Yeah, need to go back over to that side. I might have done that an op. Yeah, airsoft's another one of my big hobbies. That I do very much enjoy. I have a lot of guns that I shouldn't have as much. I shouldn't have as much guns as I do. I just, as you might be able to tell by, so why is the mouth not moving? Why is, what's happening with CPU? A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now return to game. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. That is strange. The avatar is bugging out. Via Colton repeater, and then I'm almost coming for you, Micah. Yeah. If I were to make this a little smaller, will that reduce the... Will that reduce the strain? Oh, it's not working. Why have you decided to stop working? Because you work when I'm all tapped. Is the game really taking up that much processing power? What if I were to close this down? That might save some. And let's see if it works now. Sorry about this. I just realized in the stream that it just wasn't relay. The beak wasn't moving. Maybe I have to turn some options down in game. Fidelity, super resolution. Seems fine. That's strange. But yeah, Texas shooting range. I would love to go to one. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I'm going up. Going up here. The only shooting range I've been to is one in Australia. They had handguns for me to try. I tried 22, 9mm, 45, 38 Special, 357 Magnum. Those are the ones I tried. Call that a knife? This is a knife. A Magnum? Yeah. 357 Magnum from a revolver. It was pretty kick-ass. I shot it. Recoil was more than I was expecting. It's the first time I ever shot a 357 Magnum. Yeah, first time I shot a 357 Magnum. It scared my sister all to hell. She was living in Australia at the time, and I was over there visiting. There was a gun range nearby. They had a package deal, so I figured I may as well go for it. Put a knife away as well. It wasn't that bad. Whether that be... God damn it. Whether that be because of the weight of the Magnum, or the fact that I've been airsofting so long, and airsofting under a... he's now passed, unfortunately. Former army sergeant that got on very well with, was really good friends with. He basically taught me how to shoot. And because of that, I knew not to lock my elbows. I had the right stance, had the right posture, everything was fine. So yeah, the recoil was more than I was expecting, but I still did fine. I remember I was using a Ruger Mark II, I think, for the 22s, and I had the It was a 13 centimeter diameter target. I can't remember, it was like 25 meters or further. I can't remember what it was. I want to say 25 meters because that's what comes to my head. And I was getting very good groupings, and the guys at the place were wondering if I was free to take part, like to join their he was downstairs, could have gone upstairs. Join their target shooting group. Unfortunately, I was only there for about a week. Next time I went, it was different people in the gun range, so I couldn't talk to them again. I was there for about 2 months. Yeah, I was there for about 2 months. Please don't be up here. I was there about 2 months with my sister on a career break. God damn it. I need to grab this and get out of this room as soon as possible. Oh yeah, it was good. I would love to do more target shooting. I don't want to, like, I don't want to own a gun myself, but that's just... Twitch doesn't like too much talk about it, but just for personal safety reasons, I don't want to have a firearm nearby. 357 Magnum is fine. If you're talking like 500 Smith & Wesson, and you're not up for it, then yeah, you could, in theory, do some damage to yourself with with something 50 cal. But I would say under 50 cal, learn to grip it properly. Ask the guys who are used to shooting it the proper grip, proper stance, proper way to shoot, and you'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. I need to get back around to the secure lockup to put the button in. So what games do you tend to play, Jag? Are you a... Which cal on each hand? Chances of broken wrists and shoulders. Shoulders will be fine, mainly because your wrists and elbows will more than likely buckle under the pressure. You might hit yourself in the face with a magnum. That's probably the... I didn't pick up the... there's a safe room nearby. Yeah, the biggest threat of one-handing a big gun like that is... Okay, first off, I recommend only loading one bullet in it, because if you aren't holding it properly, there's a good chance, even with a revolver, you can bump fire it, and you don't want to accidentally send a 50 cal round in a direction you don't mean to. Secondly, you need to be careful that if you don't hold it properly, it's going to swing back up and hit you in the face because it hates you. So those are the things you need to be careful of. So again, that's why I say get the proper stance, get the proper hold, and you'll be fine. Roll of film, sure. Spare parts, sure. Mostly right now, as you might have guessed, playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Nice. I still count the fact that Red Dead Redemption 1 never came to PC as undeniable proof that God doesn't exist. And you cannot convince me otherwise. If Rockstar brought Red Dead Redemption 1, you know what I think? You know what I bet they're doing? I bet they're thinking we can remaster 1 and then resell it at full price on consoles and PC. If I was greedy, if I wanted money, that's what I would do. To remaster. I mean, true. I mean, they went to the effort of quote-unquote remastering San Andreas by running it through just the whole world through a smoothing filter in the engine. Discard. I need to use this diamond key upstairs as well. I never played Red Dead Revolver. Is it worth it? Yep, thought so. He always comes into this room as soon as you unlock it. I can't remember. Is there any actual link between Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption? Like, are any of the characters linked, or locations, or anything else? Because I don't know. I haven't looked into Red Dead Revolver at all. I remember when I was young seeing it on the shelf. Here's who's for something good. They say Uncle is Red Harlow. Those are the burnt house from Revolver. Near Twin Rocks. Okay. Interesting. One of the things that I'll always remember from Red Dead Redemption is one of those side missions near the end. Damn it. Is near the end, the mysterious stranger that like gives you a couple of tasks to do, and you have the choice of whether you Nope. Oh god. Time to heal. And you can either be good or bad, and like this sort of phantom figure which kind of judges you, and you try, and Marston tries to shoot him and the gun doesn't work, yada yada. I always remember that guy, because that was always out there a bit for me. I need to heal, my dude. Yeah. Sorry about Nightbot. I have no idea what's going on with it. It seemed to be working fine earlier. It's not working now. I wouldn't say Thanos. I'd probably put him more like the Ghost of Christmas Past and Ghost of Christmas Future and all that. One of three. 203. Yes, more inventory space. Oh yeah, 208. Should get. 208. I don't think there's any other ones I'm missing. No, chugging along. Have you played Resident Evil? Are you telling me you're a fan of Resident Evil? Or you... I do like the series. I like the series enough to know that let's say the mid to late 2000s, early 10s, it got really bad. Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6. I'm gonna hide behind this pillar. They were doo-doo. So, I remember playing. I played the original Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4. I played Gaiden, Game Boy Color. I didn't play Code Veronica. I never had a PlayStation 2, and I didn't have a Dreamcast with which to play it on. What do you mean bad? Punching Boulder Simulator. Yeah. 5 did what Resident Evil tends to do. Keeps trying to build on a previous storyline, making it super convoluted for no fucking reason. I've played Resident Evil 5, 6, 7, 8, remake of 1, remake of 2, remake of 3. I think last week I did a no death, no save run of Jill on hard in Resident Evil 1. That VOD is on my playing the classics of Total Experience. They are very different games. Resident Evil 4 was meant to be a Devil May Cry game. That's the issue. But yeah, the VOD for that stream is on my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is under the same name as God damn it. He knows I'm here. Okay, I have to move. Under the same name as my Twitch. I think it's like a 5 or 6 hour long stream. I did die, so I did have to start all over again. Oh, I was surprised when Resident Evil 4 they were dropping ammo, and funnily enough, oh god, he's there. The first console I played Resident Evil 4 on was the Nintendo Wii. Yes, I had Wiimote aiming for Resident Evil 4. Can you tell that I didn't finish it until I got the PC version? Yeah, the Wii. That was a that was an interesting time. So I need to drop this. Need that. Let's put the frag grenade back because I don't need that for now. Do need this though. I may as well just combine those two. Save space. Hmm. Like ammo's fine. I'm not facing a boss anytime soon. I can't remember. I have also Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus Quest 2. I can't remember if the stranger says something when you go into it. Yeah, sorry about Nightbot. As you may or may not be able to tell, I'm still a small streamer. I'm trying to figure out the different tools I have on hand. So I apologize for that. Yeah, yeah. What do I need on me right now? I need to get upstairs, which means I need to go upstairs to the library. I need to get around. There's 2 zombies up there. There's a green herb up there. This should be fun. Okay, let's get around. You're the version of the remake. Oh, like an anime girl. You mean you aren't an anime girl already? I mean, for everything you've said so far, it makes me feel like you're an anime girl. I want my knife back. I want my knife back? Oh, no knife back, unfortunately. Have you played the... Oh, you did. You said that you played the originals. Yeah. The biggest thing that I was confused by playing the original Resident Evil 1, not the HD remaster, but the original Resident Evil 1 was how to save Barry. You have to wait for a long-ass time for him to come back with the rope. And actually, also, Jack, as I offer to all viewers, if there's any suggestions, any games you'd like to see, any changes, any way you think I can improve, I do have a suggestion box. I definitely read it. It's there for people to throw things at me that I can look back on later, make notes of, that kind of such. Because in classic Resident Evil was the merchant that my uncle said there is no merchant. Yes. So, Resident Evil games with merchants. 4, of course. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not Gaiden. 5 technically had a shop, didn't it? I can't remember if 6 had a shop. 7 kind of had a shop. It was very different. 8 has a shop. there. I'm thinking of alternating between Resident Evil, maybe the Call of Duty campaigns, only the ones I like. Maybe the Metro games. I do a mix of single player and multiplayer. The multiplayer I tend to play. I'll drop something in the box. There's no pressure. There's only there if you had anything you want to say for me to look back on later. But I tend to only do multiplayer with friends, unless I want to wind down in the evening with just a bit of War Thunder. Because that is a bit more brainless. I don't have to think as hard as I do in some single player games. You know the drill. Am I literally out of range? I think I was literally out of range. Yeah, so multiplayer is only when have friends or if I want to wind down with War Thunder in the evening. Mostly it's single player games. Some days I am doing D&D whenever the group is around to play D&D. So, for example, tomorrow evening, starting at 5 o'clock my time. So, 1700 GMT plus 1, I believe. Will be D&D. That'll be going till about 9, half 9 my time, so 4 hours. I am in Ireland, by the way, if it's easier to check out the times. That down. Yeah, after that. Don't care about that ribbon. Yeah, okay, cool. In here then. Let's... I'll save as Sherry. Yeah, so right now we're playing 5th edition. It's the middle of a campaign right now. I am playing as a Minotaur, multi-class, 6 levels in Fighter, 1 level in Rogue. I had a campaign on disc once, great time. My character was skinned alive, lol. Nice. Yeah, I'm playing a Minotaur former bandit using the Scofflaw subclass from Humblewood, which basically means that I get to which basically means I get to... The hell am I doing? What's going on? How am I so bad at this? There we go. He gets improvised weapon fighting. He can use his strength or dexterity in space of charisma for charisma checks in combat. He can break improvised weapons to deal their max damage. Soon I'm going to be getting Misdirect, which is an intelligence saving throw on the enemy, and in exchange, they waste their reaction attacking either an empty space or at a creature within 5 feet of them. So
In the neighborhood,
that means no attacks opportunity against me. They may attack their friends. It's a very handy thing. He may die before that. I'm 1 level away from that. He may well die before that because he is not the smartest of fellows.
If you just hadn't dropped that fucking thing, I could let you go.
The current quest is that my character has a kind of death timer on him until this wraith creature appears to kill him. And so, to get rid of that timer, we have to go kill my character's former bandit captain. Oh, this puzzle. I fucking hate this puzzle. Okay. Use. I don't know. Does that go there? I need a box and a circle. No. No. Yes. No. There's an achievement for getting through this within a certain time limit. I will not be getting that because I'm terrible at this game. There we go. I killed all how my smile was. See, charisma isn't just about
This.
how you look. It's about how you present yourself. It's if you walk into a room picking your nose, or if you have your chin high. It's so varied that sometimes it can be hard to tell. And one of the things that's definitely hard to tell in D&D is insight checks. A lot of people just use it like a lie detector, and there isn't really much else people know what to do with insight. It's like, right, it's not a lie detector, but here, use insight to see if he's lying. Cowboy hygiene. Okay, fair. Now, I remember before dying tons in this bit. Whether it's through impatience or something else.
That must be the door out of here. Darn it! I need the key.
Darn it! Okay. There should be a save coming up.
Oh no, it's him.
Time to save. All family after child. All of need is theme. Okay, time for the chase.
Where you going, Sherry? I told you to stay put. You need to learn to listen.
Leave me alone. Just please.
Time to teach some manners.
Get wrecked, boy.
You're gonna pay for this. You little shit. You hear?
If I manage to reach affiliate, which I hope I do, because the end goal is all going well. Because right now I'm on disability. If I can actually make money streaming and get off disability, that'll be like a dream come true. But if I get affiliate, I need to find some sounds to play for channel points. That might be one of them. At least a fragment. Not enough to get DMCA'd.
It's all over now. Doors locked. Where are you? Show yourself. I know you're in here. The
Comes
longer it takes me to
around.
find you, the worse it's gonna be.
Will he check again? I can't remember.
Oh god. Oh god.
I appreciate the compliment very much.
Bitch has gotta be here somewhere.
see you.
God damn it. See, that's the problem I have.
Game over.
At that point. I don't know exactly where to hide, because I think he's going to get me if I stay at the end, but I think I may have to just stay at the end. Do I do the whole room again? Yeah, do the whole room again. And the whole run again.
You are gonna wish.
God damn it! That was facing me the right way. This is why I can't do a... This is why I can't do a no-death run on Claire. Just this bit always gets me.
You are gonna be so fucking sorry.
Go away! Help! Somebody, please!
You stupid bitch, that's a dead end!
Hide.
Okay, let's see how it goes this time. He has died of being alive. Yes, the Dark Souls no death run.
It's all over now! Doors locked! Where are you? Show yourself! I know you're in here! The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be!
Okay, come on, come on. Now, do I just have to stay here or something when he searches? I'm honestly not too sure.
Oh god.
Bitch has gotta be here somewhere. Oh, God damn it!
I'm not talking right now, just the focus. Okay, cool. So this spot where he should definitely be able to see me,
Son of a bitch.
he doesn't see me.
Please.
This is your last fucking chance! Show yourself!
Maximum
Now!
focus. It's strange the parts that need more focus and the parts that need less focus.
Oh, fuck! It burns!
Boy, am I glad that every single lock in this place goes using the same key. That surely isn't a security issue for an Umbrella Laboratory run orphanage. Got the key. Now to run.
Fuck is my key? I see.
Wait, this is a cylinder key. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but indoor locks tend to use mortise keys. Well, they do here anyway. What psycho put cylinder lock keys on the inside?
I'm coming, Sherry!
Where did he get the axe from?
Get over here, you little bitch!
America. Moment. Yeah.
The game is over. Now you're in trouble.
Let me go! No, stop!
Here, have tentacle lunch. What was I saying a while ago? Yeah. So more Resident Evil, maybe some of the better Call of Duty campaigns, maybe Metro games.
We've got unfinished business.
Trying to figure out what else. I just finished Gods Will Be Watching.
Don't waste my fucking time. Bring me the pendant, or Sherry dies.
Pendant? What do you need it for?
Do you want the girl to die?
Fine. Where are you?
The orphanage.
The orphanage. Where is that?
In the neighborhood. You'll find it.
Is Sherry all right?
For now.
I swear, you bastard, if you hurt her... Are you serious?
Playing all classic games you haven't played. I don't know. Part of me wants to play through the Myst games, but I know that's going to get like 0 audience. PS2, PS1, PS3, yada yada. Maybe? I don't know. I need to strike a balance between what'll help me grow and what I enjoy, if you know what I mean. And... I don't know. Yeah. I need a different gun. It should be fine. Yeah, so... Yeah, it depends, honestly. I've been streaming for about 2 months now. I know it takes a while to grow. I'm not taking things for granted. Every single follower is very important, and I appreciate every single follower that joins up and everyone that watches, because each one helps me get towards affiliate. I just gotta strike the balance, you know, and I'm not sure exactly how to do that.
You again?
Oh, fuck off. This is an end. Oh, leave me alone, leave me alone. Zombie breakthrough, zombie breakthrough. Okay. I'll lose the knife. I just need to get out of the way of need to get out of the way of...
Looks like the only way forward.
Oh. I may be able to get my... Maybe I'll get my knife back. Anyways, I have no idea. The big streamers just have a cool personality, just nasty, with weird personality reactions. Yeah, that's fair. I do love the sound of the empty casings dropping out. Oh yeah, the dogs. Oh, and this woman. I'm gonna have to take care of all the dogs out here. Cool. And any other dags in the area? Yes. Okay, let's go. Okay, just one shot left, so may as well swap to this. I hear you. Let's go to the car. Come on. Down. There we go. I mean, those dogs lasted basically as long as Dogecoin, so very much a Doge moment. More dags through here.
Jesus. Seriously? God damn it.
Can you die? Thank you. Thank you. Broke coin. Hey, remember stablecoin? Remember what stablecoin was meant to be? Remember how stable stablecoin was? When the dogs get on the bus, I can't remember. Do you enjoy roller coasters? Do you enjoy roller coasters that are really, really bad? Consider cryptocurrency.
Get out of my face!
Oh, haven't heard that line before.
That's gotta be the orphanage.
Cool. So I'm saving as much of the grenade launcher and the machine gun for the end game as I can.
Hang on, Sherry.
But did he get his change by money just vanishing? Yeah, it's...
Hello?
I have a friend that was very much into saying, "Oh yeah, we should invest in this cryptocurrency." And you know, I at the time I had some money to spend, money I knew that I may not get back. Spent about 100, and
Your
poof.
fault.
What?
Took too long.
What happened? Oh god. Get off me! Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
No, I don't think that was Jesus. I think that was something else. Okay. Right. If it's good and it's easy, it's probably not real.
Sherry! Where are you? Claire!
I mean,
Sherry?
I could make a joke about some people who are good and easy, but you know,
Go,
screw
go,
you,
go!
screw you, Sherry. I'm going first. You slow down, Tyrant.
Don't stop! Keep going! Sherry, come on!
So in the original one, Tyrant only goes to whoever finds Sherry. The idea being that, and the Tyrant, Mr. X. Mr. X goes after whoever is with Sherry because Sherry has the pendant, and the pendant is evidence and the key to the G virus. So That's why in the original one, it's Claire B or Leon B. But in this game, and so in the A side you always fight Birkin, and the B side you always fight
Can you hear me?
you always fight Mr. X. In this game, both fight both.
He's going to get us.
It's just who has a different end of a boss,
Wake
really,
up! Wake up!
as far as I can tell.
Wake up. Wake up. Open your eyes. Hold still. Not infected.
I think I'm going to finish it up though at the next save spot though. Continue it. Not tomorrow. I might take Monday off. We'll see.
Sherry's fine.
Possibly Tuesday
Sherry?
if I don't stream Monday.
Impressive display of strength. What happened to her? We have to assess the situation. Who are you? I'm Claire. Didn't foresee this.
I before this I did about 4.5 hours at least of
Hello? What?
Hunt Showdown, so I've been streaming for
Oh. Annette.
about 7 hours at this point.
What happened to William? I don't know. Who's that? The creature responsible for this. What? Can you help me find Sherry? Seems to be evolving much faster than expected.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Look, I don't have time to play 20 questions. Everything's under control. I need to find Sherry. My daughter is not your concern.
Careful, not so much because some drawbacks. Yeah, no. See, I wake up in the morning. I go out. I do stuff. Today was different because the friend I was playing Hunt with, we were starting early, so we were starting 4 o'clock my time. Usually, I start streaming at 6 to 7, so that would cut about 3 hours off the usual. So I would be streaming for maybe about 3 to 4 hours, typically. Today was a bit different. Oops, there's an item back here. Oh, that's to jump down. Machine gun ammo. Yeah, so the other games I'm playing as well is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I went through Final Fantasy, the original, and recently enough, it came out on Steam, so I've been playing it on PC. The single longest time I spent doing something in a row that wasn't, let's say, work or school was after my first breakup. I felt terrible, and so I... what did I do? I just... Let's put the frags back. I painted Warhammer for about 10 hours. Just as something to take my mind off things. And that's probably the single longest thing I've done. Probably the longest I've stayed up for was about 40 hours awake. Because I can't sleep on flights. So flying back from Brisbane to Dublin via Dubai. The flight was in the evening in Brisbane, so I was awake from that morning. The flight was in the evening, and then awake on the whole flight from Brisbane to Dubai. About, I think, an hour in Dubai, and then the flight from Dubai to Dublin. Got back. I think I stayed up for a while. I saved there, didn't I? I have one left. Yeah. Cool. So I'm just throw this onto ending for now. Not sure what's happening with the avatar there. It normally doesn't break. It wasn't breaking before. But yeah, that was fun. I am a wee bit tired. I'm probably going to treat myself to a bit of microwave popcorn before going to bed. I'm still on my goal of losing... How much do I want to lose? I'm to lose about 30 kilo. I gained about 15 kilo over COVID, and I want to lose that and go down another chunk. So popcorn is a nice, light enough snack. I'm going to look into Nightbot, make sure everything's fine. Thank you to the 2 people who followed me today. You, Jaggy. Very much appreciate the chat. Having someone in chat definitely improves the mood. Thank you very much for the conversation. And the Blue Casket, who followed earlier on. Tomorrow is going to be D&D, as I said. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much, and take care. I do have a Twitter if you want to follow. That should be my about page. Solace the Heron again. And I'll see you next time.